What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you a Dallas Cowboy rumor video discussing the rumor that they could potentially draft Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott's replacement in this year's 2024 NFL draft. Let's get into it, guys. So, if you didn't watch NFL Live yesterday, which I didn't, but this came to my attention via like segments on Twitter and people sending it to me. People were saying that the Dallas Cowboys, well, not people, let me take it back. Adam Schefter, the great Adam Schefter, who's been doing this for a long time, great, probably the best at his job as far as NFL analyst goes, and reporters breaking stories, breaking news. Probably the most tapped in NFL insider. He went on NFL Live yesterday on Tuesday and said, basically alluded to the Cowboys potentially drafting a quarterback in this year's draft class. As we all know, as of right now, recording this video, Dak Prescott has not signed on long term past this season, and his contract does end this offseason. So, this offseason that's coming up, the 2024 season. So, this is the quote from Schefter. Then we'll get into if this rumor is BS or legit. So, let's get into it. Schefter says in a quote, "What are they going to do at quarterback if they lose Dak? That's interesting, and that's why I think the Cowboys might be a sleeper team in the quarterback market during the draft." He continues, "Because at some point in time, they might have to draft a quarterback higher than you think, because Dak is going to the last year of his contract, and it might be time to get someone in there to start grooming him." End quote from Schefter. Like I said, that was from NFL Live, yesterday's episode, April 9th. For me personally, I think this is either Schefter speaking from his own opinion, or this is being fed to him by Stephen Jones or Jerry Jones or someone in the Dallas Cowboy organization, because this literally makes no sense. This makes no sense. So he basically saying the Cowboys have one first round pick, one second round pick, one third round pick, and he says they're gonna probably have, if you're gonna find someone to groom for Dak Prescott, you're gonna have to use one of those first 3 round picks. You're not gonna use the Cowboys have no fourth rounder, so they're gonna not use their fifth, sixth, or seventh. They're gonna have to use one of their first, second, or third round picks to pick a quarterback. Now, let's just say they do. Let's just say this is real. What quarterback would they target? 'Cause I see it only as 2 options, 2 realistic options, maybe 3. I'll start with a third option. That's Michael Penix. I think Penix is a first rounder. Cowboys have a pick, round 1, pick 24. I don't think he gets that low. So would they trade up for Michael Penix? I highly doubt it. The Cowboys have bigger needs than a quarterback right now. Even if they don't bring back that, they still have holes to fill in their lineup. So I don't think they're going to trade up for a quarterback, especially not in the first round. So I think Penix is a real dark horse. If he were to slip down the draft, maybe, but I think that's a real long shot. Now, going to the realistic options, I think there's 2. You have Bo Nix, who is a fringe first rounder to some. I've been on the bandwagon. I wouldn't touch him in the first round. So let's say Penix goes to the second round. I mean, not Penix, excuse me, Bo Nix. Bo Nix, the Cowboys have a round 2 pick 56. Later in of the round 2 draft portion. Will they go Bo Nix that late in the draft? I don't even know he get there either. I think Bo Nix is a high second round guy, maybe high third round, so they might could squeeze him in there. But would they go Bo Nix in round 2? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't be opposed to it. He would be someone, probably the ideal prospect. Him and the other person I'm about to mention in a few seconds, but he's the ideal guy. Someone who's already a veteran, been in college football forever. Seen multiple schemes, played well. Doesn't need a lot of time to sit and learn. He should be one of the quarterbacks that you will be fine after a year waiting, maybe even half a season, to go in there and try to perform well. So I'm not opposed to Sam Bo Nix. The next one, Spencer Rattler, and he's the one that's really interesting to me, honestly. probably a round 3, round 4 guy. As I said, the Cowboys don't have a round 4, but they do have a round 3, and that is pick 87. I think that's a great spot for Spencer Rattler. I really do. I think that makes sense. Anyone past that, Joe Milton, Michael Pratt, I don't see it. I don't see it. Pratt is cool. Doesn't have the arm strength to get the ball there. He's an overall nice prospect, tough dude, but nah, he's not NFL material, at least not Cowboy material with a limited arm strength. You have CeeDee Lamb, you have other guys there to push the ball downfield, and Pratt cannot do that. But you have a guy like Jordan Travis. Would they want to take him in as a potential prospect? I mean, as a potential project? I don't know. That's doubtful. The Cowboys should be in win now mode. They have a good team. They're surrounded by a good defense, good offense. They should be wanting to try to, uh, you know, have the best quarterback in there available, and losing Dak to go to a project and Jordan Travis or a guy with a limited arm like Michael Pratt doesn't make sense. Joe Milton, all the arm in the world, but that's really it. No other intangibles with Joe Milton. So I think that the two they're going to look at, if they do go this route, is Bo Nix and Spencer Rattler, and maybe in the first round, pick 24 if Michael Penix somehow falls to that low, which is possible, but everyone's been saying now he's probably a top 15 guy. The way the combine went, the way his pro day went, the interview and everything. So we'll see there. But for me earlier, as I said, I really do think this is BS. I don't think this is a legit rumor. As I said earlier, this is either Schefter just talking from his own volition, or this is fed to him by someone from Dallas Cowboys organization, because they literally have Trey Lance. they literally traded a 4th round pick for Trey Lance last year, and they obviously they brought him back this year. They didn't do anything different. In free agency, they weren't aggressive in adding the top notch backup. So Trey Lance will be their guy if they're gonna move on from Dak Prescott, especially since you have to pay Trey Lance his 5th-year option if you were to keep him long term. Now, they definitely can do what the Packers did and forego the 5th-year option, but still work out a short-term deal with Trey Lance. I think that would be the most ideal situation to do what the Packers did with Jordan Love. Say no to the 5th-year option, but still do like a pseudo 2 or 3 year deal. See what you have in you, and then that with the early out. So maybe like a 2 year, a kind of a 3 year deal, 2 year deal, with the option after the first year or the second year to see, if we have anything cooking with you, or if not, we can go ahead and move on real quick, cut ties, and keep it pushing. So um, I think that's probably what they will do if they get rid of Dak Prescott, because the 5th-year option for Trey Lance next season is going to hit hard on that cap hit with 20 million plus. I think 22, 25 million, somewhere around that range. So if they do keep Trey Lance and accept that 5th-year option, which is, I don't know. I don't know if it's doubtful. I don't know if it's or if it's a real possibility. I'm not quite sure, but as of right now, if they do that, uh, or if you want to pinpoint anyone they want to really bring back to take over for Dak Prescott, I would think Trey Lance is the guy to do so. Um, if Mike McCarthy, if he was fired last season, I would give this more merit, but he wasn't. Obviously, he brought in a guy like Harbaugh, brought in a guy like not Sean Payton, but Bill Belichick or something. I'm like, okay, maybe I could see them moving on from Dak. A new quarterback, a new like a Mike Vrabel, something like that. I think they would have moved on from Dak maybe and had their own guy in here in 2025. But no, if you're gonna fire McCarthy next season, I think you're still gonna bring back Dak long term. If the Cowboys don't win it all next year, which is a strong possibility, which is more likely than not. I've been as a non-Cowboy fan, I've been saying they're gonna win it all for the last couple of years. The way this team has been built, the way Dak has been balling, and end up not happening. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But as of right now, um, I would bank on Dak being the long-term guy for the Cowboys. Just makes the most sense. Trayvon Diggs, you have Daron Bland, Michael Parsons, all these guys there, especially on offense. CeeDee Lamb, the multiple weapons that he has here. Why would you trade all that in with Dak Prescott, their chemistry, the veteran play, everything, and then you would now take that over with a young rookie or a second-year guy? That doesn't really make sense, especially when we have a Trey Lance who's been, will be under Dak Prescott for 2 years now. Last year and then the full year this year. So if he has anything in him that you want to see, then you would use Trey Lance and not draft a rookie like Bo Nix or draft a rookie like Penix or Spencer Rattler. So I don't see it being a real rumor, but we'll see where it goes when draft time comes. Anything can happen. Things get crazy, so we'll see. But I think this is a full BS rumor, or just Schefter speaking from his own, from his own mind and not being fed a story. And if that's the case, Schefter's tripping because this doesn't make sense at all. But we'll see. We'll see how everything shakes out. This is it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.